Today, we embark on a profound journey into the depths of human psychology, delving into the ancient philosophy of Stoicism and unraveling its timeless wisdom. Stoicism, a school of Hellenistic philosophy, is more than an intellectual exercise. It's a practical philosophy that emphasizes self-control, virtue, and resilience. It was founded in Athens by Zeno of Citium in the early 3rd century BCE and flourished throughout Greece and the Roman Empire until the 3rd century CE. Stoicism teaches the development of self-control and fortitude as a means to overcome destructive emotions. The philosophy holds that becoming a clear and unbiased thinker allows one to understand the universal reason, logos. Stoic ethical theory mainly focuses on the goodness and peace of mind gained from living a life of virtue in accordance with nature. The Stoics identified the rational and social nature of human beings and believed that the best indication of an individual's philosophy was not what a person said but how they behaved. To live a good life, one had to understand the rules of the natural order since they thought everything was rooted in nature. Many of the greatest Stoic thinkers, such as Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, emphasized that because virtue is sufficient for happiness, a sage would be emotionally resilient to misfortune. This idea is often misunderstood as advocating a suppression of emotion, when in fact Stoicism acknowledges the range of emotions humans experience and seeks to transform them by a resolute asceticism, which enables a person to develop clear judgment and inner calm. Logic, reflection, and concentration are the methods of such self-discipline. Subsequently, Stoicism has seen a revival in the modern day, particularly in the context of cognitive behavioral therapy and the self-help movement, where it is often cited for its psychological insights into the human condition. In today's fast-paced world, the Stoic practice of focusing on what is within one's control and letting go of the rest can be particularly beneficial, providing a means to navigate life's challenges with grace and equanimity. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, offers a timeless guide to living with serenity and strength. At its core, Stoicism teaches the cultivation of a tranquil and resilient mindset, advocating for a life led by virtue and reason. It encourages individuals to discern between the elements of life within their control, such as their actions, intentions, and responses, and those beyond it, like the behavior of others and the outcomes of events. Stoics believe that by focusing our efforts on our own conduct and attitudes, we can maintain inner peace and withstand life's adversities with grace. Now, let's explore some fascinating facts about human psychology illuminated by the principles of Stoicism. Number 1. The dichotomy of control. The dichotomy of control is a central pillar of Stoicism, teaching that our realm of influence is limited to our own thoughts, emotions, and actions. This profound concept, introduced by the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, suggests that external events lie outside our sphere of control and should be met with acceptance rather than resistance. By internalizing this principle, we can cultivate emotional resilience, as it allows us to detach from the unpredictability of the world and focus on our internal responses. Understanding the dichotomy of control *** involves recognizing that while we cannot dictate the course of events, we can govern our attitudes towards them. This empowers us to maintain composure in the face of adversity and to respond to life's challenges with deliberate and thoughtful action. It teaches us to invest our energy wisely, channeling it into areas where we can make a real impact, rather than expending it on circumstances beyond our reach. Embracing this tenet can lead to a significant reduction in stress, as it relieves the pressure of trying to control the uncontrollable. It encourages a shift in perspective, from a focus on outcomes to a focus on effort and intention. This shift fosters a sense of peace and contentment, as we learn to accept the natural flow of life, taking comfort in the fact that we are doing our best within the constraints of our control. In practice, the dichotomy of control can be a liberating force, freeing us from the burdens of external expectations and societal pressures. It allows us to live authentically, guided by our own values and principles, and to find tranquility amidst the chaos. As we navigate through life's ebbs and flows, this Stoic wisdom offers a beacon of clarity, reminding us that true serenity comes not from mastering the external world, but from mastering ourselves. Number 2. Negative visualization. Stoicism, a philosophy renowned for its practical applications, advocates for the exercise of negative visualization. This practice involves contemplating the potential loss of the things we hold dear, not to dwell on sorrow, but to foster a deeper sense of gratitude and fortify our mental resilience. By periodically envisioning life without our valued possessions, relationships, or statuses, we are reminded of their impermanence and thus learn to cherish them more profoundly. This Stoic technique serves as a mental rehearsal for adversity, equipping us with the emotional strength to face loss with composure. It's akin to a fire drill for the soul. By simulating distress in a controlled manner, we prepare ourselves for the heat of real-life challenges. Negative visualization is not about pessimism. Rather, it's a tool for enhancing our appreciation of the present and reducing the impact of future misfortunes. Moreover, this practice encourages us not to take our blessings for granted. In a world where change is the only constant, negative visualization helps us to remain adaptable and less attached to transient comforts. It teaches us that while we may enjoy the fruits of life, we should not cling to them, for the winds of fate can shift without notice. Negative visualization is a powerful Stoic exercise that promotes emotional equilibrium. By accepting the potential for loss, we not only appreciate our current circumstances more, but also develop a robustness that can weather the storms of fortune. It's a reminder that true contentment comes from within, and that by mastering our inner landscape, we can navigate life's vicissitudes with grace and equanimity. Number 3. Amor fati. Stoicism, a philosophy that has guided many through the tumults of life, teaches the profound concept of amor fati, the love of one's fate. This principle encourages us to accept every event, whether perceived as good or bad, as part of the universe's intricate tapestry. It is an invitation to trust in the grand design of existence, embracing each moment not merely as an accident of fortune, but as a necessary thread in the fabric of reality. To love one's fate is to find meaning and purpose in every circumstance, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth. It is a mindset that does not discriminate between joy and suffering, success and failure. Instead, it sees every experience as a chance to practice virtue and wisdom. By adopting Amor fati, we commit to an unwavering acceptance of life's flow, finding serenity in the knowledge that everything happens for a reason, even if that reason is beyond our comprehension. This Stoic attitude fosters a deep sense of inner peace and fulfillment. It liberates us from the anxiety of trying to control the uncontrollable and the despair of resisting the inevitable. In its place, we cultivate a resilient spirit that can weather life's storms with grace and emerge stronger. Amor fati is not a passive resignation but an active engagement with life, a choice to affirm and cherish the present, whatever it may bring. Amor fati is a call to embrace life wholeheartedly, to say yes to existence in all its forms. It is a reminder that while we cannot choose what happens to us, we can choose our response, turning every situation into a stepping stone on the path to a richer, more meaningful life. It is, ultimately, a celebration of life itself, an acknowledgement that every experience, no matter how challenging, is a gift that holds the potential for wisdom, virtue, and joy. Number 4. The Stoic attitude towards emotions. Stoicism, often misconstrued as a callous suppression of feelings, actually promotes a nuanced understanding of emotions. The Stoic philosophers, like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, taught that emotions are natural human responses, but they should not dominate our reasoning. Instead, Stoics strive to maintain a healthy relationship with their emotions by observing them with detachment, acknowledging their presence without allowing them to dictate actions. This Stoic practice involves perceiving emotions as ephemeral impressions that pass through the mind, rather than unchangeable facts that define reality. By doing so, we can examine our feelings objectively, understand their origins, and decide whether they are based on accurate perceptions or misguided judgments. This approach allows us to respond to life's challenges with clarity and composure, rather than being swept away by the initial surge of emotion. The goal is not to become emotionless, but to achieve a state where our emotions do not cloud our judgment. It's about finding a balance where we can experience joy, sadness, anger, and fear, yet not let these feelings overrule our sense of virtue and logic. Stoicism teaches that it's possible to feel deeply, yet not be controlled by those feelings, enabling us to make decisions that align with our values and principles. Stoicism provides a framework for emotional intelligence, equipping us with the tools to navigate the complexities of the human experience. It encourages us to cultivate an inner citadel of calm, from which we can engage with the world in a thoughtful and deliberate manner. By fostering this healthy relationship with our emotions, we can face life's vicissitudes with resilience and grace, embodying the true spirit of Stoic wisdom. In conclusion, the wisdom of Stoicism offers profound insights into the workings of the human mind, providing practical tools for navigating life's vicissitudes with grace and wisdom. By embracing Stoic principles, we can cultivate a resilient mindset, find serenity amidst chaos, and lead lives of purpose and fulfillment. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening journey. Until next time, remember, in the words of Marcus Aurelius, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts.